Hi friends, my name is Nandita. I am from Andhra Pradesh.
Good morning dear students. Today we are going to discuss about synthetic fibers and plastics from class 8 biology CBSE syllabus. Children, clothes that we wear on a daily basis are made up of fabrics. Fabrics are made up of fibers which are obtained from natural and artificial sources. Fibers like cotton, wool, silk, etc. are obtained from plants or animals. Wool, silk, and cotton are a few examples of natural fibers. Synthetic fibers, on the other hand, are made up of human beings. That is why these are called synthetic or man made fibers. Fibers like polyester and terling are few examples of synthetic fibers. A synthetic fiber is also a chain of small units joined together. Each small unit is actually a chemical substance. Many such small units combine to form a large single unit called a polymer. The word polymer comes from two Greek words. Poly means many and mer meaning part or unit. So a polymer is made up of many repeating units. Synthetic fibers and plastics, similar to natural fibers, are made up of a very large units. The larger units are called polymers. These are made up of by combining many similar or dissimilar small units. The small units are called monomers. The natural fibers are obtained from plants and animal sources. Synthetic fibers are obtained by chemical processing of petrochemicals. The synthetic fibers can be woven into a fabric just like a natural fibers. Children, synthetic fibers have a wide range of uses ranging from many household articles like ropes, buckets, furniture, containers, etc. to highly specialized use in aircrafts, ships, spacecrafts, healthcare, etc. Children, depending on the types of chemical used for the manufacture, some synthetic fibers are rayon, nylon, polyester, and acrylic. Children, a synthetic fiber as well as a plastic is made up of a chain of small units, already we discussed that, and those are called as monomers, which combine to form polymers. Children, let us discuss about monomers. A monomer is a single molecule that can bond with other identical molecules to form polymers through a process called polymerization. Monomer is defined as a simple molecule with two or more binding sites through which it forms covalent linkages with other monomer molecule to form the macromolecule. Children, Phoebus Levian discovered the monomer of nucleic acid around 1900. Many of the monomers synthesized enzymatically by cells are thought to have originally accumulated spontaneously on Earth as a result of non-enzymatic reactions. These include amino acids, components of proteins and nucleotides, components of nucleic acid, DNA, RNA, etc. Children, monomers are those building blocks of polymers. All simple molecules cannot have a monomers, but only those with two or more bonding sites can act as monomers. Those molecules like ammonia, water, ethanol, etc. are not monomers. Alkalines, vinyl chloride, adipic acid, glycol with two bonding sites act as monomers. Monomers and their dimer counterparts are archetypal plasmonic structures, and a versatile theory could rightfully be accepted to offer new sites for both individual monomers as well as for assembles of such building blocks. Children, let us discuss about polymers. Polymers is a Greek word in which poly means many and mer means units. Hence, polymers are large molecule made up of several molecules linked together. Hermann Staudinger, 1981 to 1965, is known as the founder of polymer chemistry and the founder of modern polymer. Children, let us discuss about science of polymer. Any class of natural or synthetic substance composed of very large molecules are called micromolecules, that are multiplies of simpler chemical units called monomers. Polymers make up of many of the materials in living organisms, including for examples proteins, cellulose and nucleic acids. Moreover, they constitute the basics of such minerals as diamond and feldspar, and such man-made materials as concrete, glass, paper, plastic and rubber, etc. Children, the word polymer designates an unspecified number of monomer units. When the number of monomers is very large, the compound is sometimes called a high polymer. Polymers are not restricted to monomers of the same chemical composition or molecule weight and structure. Some natural polymers are composed of one kind of monomer. Most natural and synthetic polymers, however, are made up of two or more different types of monomers. Such polymers are known as copolymers. Children, let us discuss the examples of polymers. All synthetic fibers such as rayon and nylon are polymers. Polymers are also found in nature. Cotton is a polymer called cellulose, and cellulose is made up of a number of single units called glucose. Polymerization reaction, the process of linked small monomers together to form a polymers is called polymerization. Children, let us discuss about natural polymers, which are also called organic and inorganic. Organic polymers play a crucial role in living things, providing a basic structural materials and participating in vital life process. For example, the solid part of all plants are made up of polymers. These include cellulose, lignin, and various resins. Cellulose is a polysaccharide, a polymer that is composed of sugar molecules. Lignin constitutes of a complicated three-dimensional networks of polymers. Wood resins are polymers of a simple hydrocarbon, isoprene. Another familiar isoprene polymer is rubber. Children, other important natural polymers including the proteins, which are polymers of amino acids, and the nucleic acids, which are the polymers of nucleotides, complex molecules composed of nitrogen containing bases, sugars and phosphoric acid. The nucleic acid carry genetic information in the cell. Starches, important sources of food energy derived from plants, are natural polymers composed of glucose. Children, many inorganic polymers also are found in nature, including diamond and graphite. Both are composed of carbon. In diamond and carbon atoms are linked in a three-dimensional network that gives the material its hardness. In graphite, used as a lubricant, and in pencil, leads the carbon atoms linked in planes that can slide across one another. Children, let us discuss the types of synthetic fibers. Rayon. Children, you have read in class 7 that silk fiber obtained from silkworm was discovered in China and was kept as a closer guarded secret for a long time. Fabric containing from silk fiber was very costly, but its beautiful texture fascinated everybody. Attempts were made to make silk artificially. Towards the end of the 19th century, scientists were successful in obtaining a fiber having properties similar to that of silk. Such a fiber was obtained by chemical treatment of wood pulp. This fiber was called rayon or artificial silk. Children, rayon is obtained from a natural source, wood pulp, yet it is a man-made fiber. It is cheaper than silk and it can be woven like silk fibers. It can be also dyed in a wide varieties of color. Rayon is mixed with cotton to make bed sheets or mixed with wool to make carpets. Children, let us discuss about rayon or a artificial silk. Rayon is a versatile fiber and can imitate the feel and texture of silk, wool, cotton and linen with drape and slipperiness akin to nylon. Rayon, invented in 1846, began to be manufactured in the United States in 1911. Rayon called artificial silk until 1924 when the name rayon was coined. Rayon was a less expensive alternative to silk clothing and accessories. This paper focused on the time period of 1910 to 1924. Children, let us discuss the history of rayon fiber. In the 1860s, the silk fiber industry in France was in trouble, leading to be demand for regenerating fiber. Count Hilaire de Chardonnay addressed this issue by inventing artificial silk from cellulosic material and obtaining a patent in 1885. The term rayon was actually coined by Federal Trade Commission (FTC) and by 1925. Rayon production was in full swing. Rayon fiber is now a very popular fiber because it is closely resembles natural material like cotton and silk. People value rayon for its breathability and its capacity to absorb moisture. Children, let us discuss the properties of rayon fiber. Rayon fiber comes from natural cellulose sources. It has the ability to mimic the tactile sensations and fiber textures of silk, wool, cotton, and linen. Traditionally, rayons are less durable and tend to lose their appearance, especially when wet. The flexibility of lyocell rayon fabric affects its ability to resist excessive shrinking or loosening in clothes. These fibers easily take on a wide range of dye colors. Rayon fibers vary in denier with measurements spanning from 1.5 to 15. Rayon has the least elastic recovery of any fiber. Rayon fiber naturally has a shiny appearance. Rayon fiber is valued for its softness, comfort, and versatility. When wet rayon temporarily weakens, rayon fiber are extremely soft, smooth, cool, and very absorbent, though they may not always provide warmth. Let us discuss in detail about rayon. This is a type of synthetic fiber obtained from wood pulp. Rayon is soft, absorbent, and comfortable. It is easy to dye in wide range of colors. Rayon is mixed with cotton to make bed sheets. Rayon is mixed with wool to make carpets. It is a man-made fiber obtained from a natural source called wood pulp. It can be dyed in variety of colors. Already we discussed that. Children, let us discuss the uses of rayon. This man-made fiber uses natural materials like wood pulp, can be woven like silk fiber. It is cheaper than silk and can be dyed in a variety of colors. It can be make appeals like suits, slacks, jackets, etc. Make automobile tires, tire cords mixed with cotton to make bed sheets, bedspreads mixed with wool to make carpets, blankets used to make other home furnishings such as curtains and tablecloths. Children, let us discuss of breezy clothing. Rayon naturally drap is perfect for creating light and breathable garments like loose tops and bottoms. Sporty styles. Rayon is moisture wicking and breathability properties make it a popular option for athletic wear, ensuring you remain cool and dry during exercise. Chic outfits. Rayon's smooth, shiny texture, cost effectiveness, and low maintenance have made it a top choice to replace natural silk in various clothing items from blouses to lehengerie. Children, let us discuss the advantages of rayon fiber. It's a budget friendly, it breathes easily, similar to cotton fiber. It mixes well with different fibers, especially woven fabrics. Many appreciated its silk like texture. It's a great option for people who want a luxury appearance without spending too much. It can be dyed with ease, resulting in vivid, stunning colors. It's a gracefully hangs and drapes well. Children, let us discuss the disadvantages of rayon fiber. It is readily absorbs moisture, body oils, and water, potentially causes stains. It tends to stretch and sag without recovering well. Its production harms the environment, making it unsuitable despite coming from wood. Treating stains may lead to permanent marks. The fabric is fragile, especially when wet. Dry cleaning is the recommended cleaning method. It is not suitable for home furnishing due to its tendency to stretch. Children, now let us discuss about nylon fiber. Nylon fiber is a family of synthetic polymers made up of repeating units linked by amidite bonds. This material is versatile as it's thermoplastic with a smooth silky texture, allowing it to be melted and shaped into fibers, films, or different forms. Nylon polymers often include various additives to give them a wide range of properties. Nylon polymers are crucial in making fabrics. They are also most important in various types of textile fibers like those used in clothing, flooring, and strengthening rubber. Additionally, nylon fiber is molded into various shapes for applications such as making automotive parts and electrical equipments. Children, nylon is another man-made fiber. In 1931, it was made without using any natural raw material from plants or animal. It was prepared from coal, water, and air. It was the first fully synthetic fiber. Nylon fiber was strong, elastic, and light. It was lustrous and easy to wash, so it became very popular for making clothes. Nylon is a very lustrous, easy to wash, and elastic. It dries quickly and retains its shape. Children, let us discuss the uses of nylon. We use many articles made from nylon such as socks, ropes, tents, toothbrushes, car seat belts, sleeping bags, curtains, etc. Nylon is also used for making parachutes and ropes for rocking climbing. A nylon thread is actually stronger than a steel wire. Children, let us discuss the use of apparel. High density nylons have a range of applications in the clothing industry. They are used to make parachute fabrics, rod, cords, and ropes. These nylons are valued for their excellent dimensional stability, making them a great choice for producing items like women's gloves, underwear, swimming wear, stockings, and hosiery fabrics. Children, let us discuss the uses of nylon in household. Nylon is a popular material for various household items such as carpets and upholstery. It is also employed in the construction of ropes and cords of various domestic purposes. Children, let us discuss the use of nylon in industrial applications. Nylons play a vital role in industrial settings with uses in finishing nets, tire cords, filtering cloths, sieving threads, and tow ropes. It is also used in the production of belts for various types of machinery, including fat belts and V-belts. Children, let us discuss the science of nylon. The term nylon fiber refers to a group of liner polymerides. There are two approaches to creating nylon for making fibers. In the first method, molecules with the acidic group at each end react with molecules to have amino groups at each end. The resulting type of nylon is named based on the number of carbon atoms between the two acidic groups and two amines. For example, nylon 6,6 made from adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine is frequently used in fiber production. Nylon molecules are fairly flexible with weak forces like hydrogen bonds between the polymer chain. To create strong fibers, the polymer must be heated and drawn out. The combination of two compounds in an exact 1.1 ratio of acid to base is known as nylon salt. This salt is then dried and heated under a vacuum to remove water and created the polymer. In the second method, the compound with an amine at one end and an acid at the other end is polymerized to production a chain with repeating units. In N equals 5, it's called nylon 6, another common form of this polymer. Commercial production of nylon 6 starts with carpolactam using an open ring polymerization process. In both methods, the polymeride is melted and then drawn out after cooling to achieve the desired properties for the intending use. In the 1930s, research team led by American chemist Wallace H. Carothers working for E.L. DuPont de numerous company developed nylons. The successful production of fiber through chemical synthesis using compounds readily available from water, air, coal, or petrol prompted further research into polymers, leading to the rapid expansion of synthetic material. Children, let us discuss the types of nylon. There are 8 types of nylon fiber such as nylon 6, nylon 66, nylon 46, nylon 69, nylon 610, nylon 612, nylon 11 and nylon 12. These are the few examples of nylons, and nylon 6 developed by Paul Clark is made using a ring opening polymerization method. Nylon 510 is derived from sebacic and pentamethylene diamine acid. Nylon 16 is produced from denitriles with the use of acidic catalysis. Nylon 66 discovered by Wallace Carothers was patented using amide in its production process. Children, let us discuss the physical properties of nylon fiber. Tenacity. The tenacity dry strength ranges from 9 to 10 gm, then with wet strength reaching 90% of the dry strength. Elasticity typically stretches by 20 to 40% before reaching the breaking point. Stiffness of nylon fiber. Stiffness of nylon fiber falls within the range of 20 to 40, and moisture remains approximately 3.5 to 5%, although it is not highly absorbent due to its crystalline structure. Specific gravity around 1.14. Abrasion resistance demonstrates excellent durability against wear and tear. Dimensional stability shows a good resistance to change in shape or size. Resiliency. Resiliency exhibits an excellent ability to bounce back. Softening point. Nylon 66 softens at 229 degrees centigrades while nylon 6 softens at 449 degrees centigrades. Melting point of nylon 6 has a melting point of 252 degrees centigrades while nylon 6 melts at 215 degrees centigrades. Hand free, known for its soft and smooth texture. Children, let us discuss the chemical properties of nylon. Acid. Nylon 66 is highly vulnerable to mineral acids and can dissolve when exposed to them. However, it remains unreactive to dilute acetic and formic acids even when heated. Concentrated formic acid can dissolve nylon 6, and nylon 6 is also sensitive to mineral acids but can be withstands mild bowling organic acids. Bleaches. Nylon fiber is generally resistant to demand from both oxidizing and reducing bleaches, but it may be negatively impacted by chlorine and strong oxidizing bleaches. Alkali. Nylon is notable resistant to alkalines. Organic solvent. Most solvents have little to no effect on nylon. However, phenol, metasol and formic acid can dissolve the fiber. Fortunately, the solvents commonly used for stain removal and dry clean do not harm it. Light. Nylon does not change color when exposed to light. Nonetheless, nylon 6 gradually loses strength when exposed to prolonged light. Biological appearance. Nylon is not susceptible to demand from microorganisms or mouth larvae. Electrical. Nylon is high insulating properties which can result in the accumulation of static charges on the fiber. Flammability. Nylon burns slowly. Children, let us discuss the advantages of nylon fiber. Strength. Nylon possesses exceptional tensile strength, making it a prime choice for applications like ropes, gears, and machinery components. Its robust resistance to abrasion also renders it well suited for situations where wear and tear are concerned. Versatility. Nylon fiber can take on various forms including fibers, films, and moldings. It is easy of colors. Customization proves advantageous for products the necessity consistent coloration like clothing and textiles. Durability. Nylon remarkable resistance to wear and tear makes it an outstanding option for products subjected to frequent and prolonged use. This durability is especially valuable for applications that require enduring performance such as gears, ropes, and backpacks. Moist resistance. Nylon exhibits impressive resistance to moisture, making it a perfect choice for products exposed to water or other liquids. It is frequently utilized in outdoor gear, clothing, and applications that prioritized hygiene such as medical devices and packaging. Chemical resistance. Nylon can withstand a broad array of chemicals including acids and bases. This property finds utility in laboratory equipment and industrial products. Lightweight. Nylon's lightweight nature is pivotal for reducing weight in applications such as aircrafts and automotive parts, as well as gear, ropes, and backpacks. Easy of processing. Nylon is easily processed, can be molded into intricate shapes and designs. This characteristic diminishes the need for additional machining or assembling process, resulting in a cost effective solution. Let us discuss the disadvantages of nylon fiber. Cost. Nylon can be more expensive than other synthetic materials like acetate, acrylic, lyocell, microfiber, and similar options. Hydrolysis. Nylon is vulnerable to hydrolysis, a chemical reaction that causes it to deteriorate in the presence of moisture. This degradation can lead to the decrease in nylon strength and durability over time, making it less suitable for long applications or use in the moist environment. UV sensitivity. Nylon is sensitivity to ultraviolet light and may degrade when exposed to sunlight. This makes it a less ideal choice for outdoor applications. Limited temperature resistance. Nylon has restricted resistance to high temperatures and it may deform or lose strength when exposed to heat. Therefore, it's not the best option for high heat applications such as electrical, insulation, etc. Flammability. Nylon is a flammable material and can catch fire easily. For safety reasons, consider alternative materials that are less prone to ignition. Environmental impact. Nylon fiber production consumes a significant amount of energy and can have detrimental effect on the environment. It also contributes to the accumulation of plastic waste in natural surroundings. Children, let us discuss about polyester. Polyester is another synthetic fiber. Fabric made from these fibers does not get great wrinkled easily. It remains crisp and it is easy to wash. So it is quite suitable for making dress materials. You must have seen people wearing polyester shirts and other dresses. Terylene. Terylene is a popular polyester. It can be drawn into a very fine PET is a very familiar form of polyester. It is used for making bottles, utensils, films, wire and many other useful products. Polyester. Polyester is actually made up of repeating units of a chemical called an ester. Esters are the chemicals which give fruits their smell. Fabrics are sold by names like polycot, polywool, terrycot, etc. As the name suggests, these are made up of mixing two ropes of fibers. Polycot is a mixture of polyester and cotton. Polywool is a mixture of polyester and wool. PET polythene terephthalate is used for making bottles, utensils, films, wires and many other useful products as we discussed earlier. Children, let us discuss the history of polyester. To understand the history of polyester fiber, you must take a step back to the creation of polyester plastic. The first research into polyester plastic began in 1926. Polyester was invented in the mind of 1930s by W.H. Carothers along with his team while working at DuPont. However, this work was not further developed until 1941 when it was expanded up on a patented by a group of British scientists who created the first polyester fiber. Children, let us discuss the polyester innovations. Some of the other inventions and developments that impacted modern polyester including the resin that binds polyester has dramatically improved in the last 50 years. The higher quality resins create smaller seams which irritate sensitive skin less. Resin is one of the most valuable developments and this technology is closely guarded great secrets. Companies began adding different polyester additives that changed the fabric's color and appearance. The additives made polyester retain its color, hang more naturally, and make it less shiny. The development of microfiber was a game changer. Microfibers are much smaller than traditional polyester fabric fibers, and microfibers make modern clothing of this fabric more comfortable. The ability of crimp, stretch and change the shape of polyester fibers also significantly impacted the popularity, feel and quality of the clothing. Polyester is now one of the most popular fabrics in the world. Companies use polyesters to make clothing, furniture, carpets, tires and insulations. Children, let us discuss the characteristics of polyester. Polyester fiber has many characteristics and properties that make it useful in the modern world. Polyester is wrinkle resistant, easy to care for and obtained blended with other fibers to create a more durable material. Fabric breathability. Polyester is a breathable fabric and often gets blended with cotton or other materials to improve its breathability. Polyester and cotton blends are some of the most popular in the world and combines the comfort of cotton with the quick drying nature of polyester. Moisture and wicking abilities. Polyester is one of the best fabrics you can find when you require a moisture wicking material. This synthetic material moves moisture away from the body, keeping you dry. It's also breathable, lightweight and shows durability. You will find that outdoor clothing typically contains polyester for this reason. Heat retention abilities. Unfortunately, since you make polyester with petroleum, it makes the polyester is flammable and the fabric will melt if it comes into contact with a flame. As a result, drying polyester fabrics at high temperatures can permanently damage the fabric. Stretchiness. Since polyester fibers are artificial, they contain no elasticity. So 100% polyester yarns will usually not have any stretchiness. However, textile experts have discovered that new weaving methods can incorporate a bit of stretch into the fabric, and you will find that polyester blends usually have some stretch characteristics. Pilling and bubbling. Polyester is susceptible to pilling, which is when small balls of fabric forms on the fabric surface. Pilling happens when materials rub against each other and when you wash a garment. Once pilling begins on a polyester fabric, the damage is permanent. Children, let us discuss the types of polyester. One is polyethylene, phthalate PET, and polybutylene terephthalate PBT. The PBT is a type of polyester that you make from polybutylene terephthalate, but PBT is a less common polyester type, but it is sometimes used instead of PET because it has a higher melting point. In addition to PET and PBT, polyester comes in several different forms. The four most common forms of polyester is filament, tow, staple, and fiber fill. A polyester filament is a single long strand most frequently used to produce clothing. Polyester staples are shorter pieces of filaments cut a predetermined lengths. Industry leaders commonly used polyester staples when blending polyester with other fabrics. Multiple filaments compress a tow of polyesters. The filaments are close together but still leave space for additional fabric. Finally, fiber fills a type of polyester that has the most volume. It helps produce insulation, pillows, and cold weather clothing. It can take the place of materials like goose down. The fullness of fiber fill makes it an excellent insulator. Of the four types of polyester, filament and staple are two of the most common types. Children, let us discuss the advantages of polyester. The advantages of polyester may have many benefits, making it a popular choice for fabric. It is wrinkle resistant and has a high resistance to tearing. Polyester is also easy to care for as it can be washed in the machine and does not require ironing. Polyester is also a budget-friendly fabric option. Polyester is often used in a sportswear and activewear because it is lightweight and breathable. The fabric is also a popular choice for making blankets and bedding sheets as it is warm and cozy. Another advantages of polyester is that it is static resistance. Companies use polyester to make clothing for the people who work in environments prone to static electricity such as laboratories and clean room. Children, let us discuss the disadvantages of polyester. There are several disadvantages of polyester as well. Polyester is not an absorbent as natural fiber, so it can feel sweaty and uncomfortable to wear in hot weather. Polyester is also a not good choice for the people with allergies as it can cause skin irritations. One of the most significant disadvantages of polyester is that it is not biodegradable, so it can be cause environmental pollution. It is not biodegradable because you make it out of petroleum. Children, let us discuss about acrylic fiber. Acrylic is artificial wool. We wear sweaters and use shawls or blankets in the winter. Many of these are actually not made from natural wool, though they appear to resemble like wool. These are prepared from another type of synthetic fiber called acrylic. The wool obtained from natural sources is quite expensive, whereas clothes made from acrylic are relatively cheap. They are available in variety of colors. Synthetic fibers are more durable and affordable, which makes them more popular than natural fibers. You have already performed an activity of burning natural and synthetic fibers in activity 3.6 of class 7. What did you observe? When you burn synthetic fibers, you find that their behavior is different from that of the natural fibers. You must have noticed that synthetic fibers melt on heating. This is actually a disadvantage of synthetic fiber. If the clothes catch fire, it can be disastrous. The fabric metals and sticks to the body of the person wearing it. We should therefore not wear synthetic clothes while working in the kitchen or in a laboratory. Children, let us discuss in detail about what is acrylic fiber. Acrylic fiber is made from synthetic plastic. It comes from man-made polymer textile fibers created using chemicals from fossil fuels. Making acrylic fiber is similar to making polymer nylon fibers and polyester fibers. Children, Children, let us discuss about the history and origin of acrylic fiber. Acrylic was developed in Germany in 1893 to mimic wool. In 1950, the E.L. DuPont company introduced it in the US. By 1991. It was popular for wash and wear items like sweater and blankets. Acrylic fibers are made using wet and dry spinning methods, with the latter being more common. Care labels are important when handling acrylic, as it has unique characteristics. Acrylic is similar to wool fibers but has some difference. It gets crimped during dry spinning, providing warmth without extra weight. It's a cost effective alternative to wool, favored by consumers for its affordability and availability. Children, let us discuss the types of acrylic fiber. In the market, you can find four main types of acrylic fibers. Regular acrylic fiber made of at least 80% of pure acrylonitrile, produced through wet or dry spinning methods. Texturized to give it a light, bulky, wool-like texture, resistance to both acid and sunlight. Mode acrylic, a variant of acrylic fiber featuring a composition that includes acrylonitrile and a significant amount of vinylidene chloride, offers a warm, pleasant feel with enhanced drivability, resiliency, and wrinkle resistance, provides a better resistance to peeling, flames, and abrasion compared to acrylic fiber, excels in maintaining its shape, resistant wrinkles, and retaining creases, often used in specialty applications. Children, let us discuss about nitrile. Unlike other acrylic variants relying on acrylonitrile, nitrile is primarily composed of vinylidene denitrile produced from polymers containing at least 85% of vinylidene denitriles units and vinyl acetate co-monomer. More popular in the Asian market, in the United States it can be challenging to dye and global production quantities are relatively small. Lastral. Lastral fibers are formed by blending copolymers of acrylonitrile and diene such as butadiene. These fibers contain 10 to 50% acrylonitrile units are common for their elasticity. They are used in applications requiring greater elasticity in an acrylic fiber. However, luster fibers have not been widely produced for commercial use. Children, let us discuss about properties of acrylic fibers. Acrylic fibers resist many chemicals including acids, alkaline solutions, bleaches, and oxidizing agents. They can take sudden impacts without breaking because they have strong impact resistance. Acrylic fibers does not easily absorb moisture due to their hydrophobic nature, but they can hold on to atmospheric moisture. They are durable with excellent fatigue resistance that allows them to withstand repeated loads. Acrylic fibers can handle high temperatures from 160 to 250 degrees centigrades without melting. They do not easily degrade or fade when exposed to sunlight, making them UV resistant, while they may deform under constant load or stress due to low chip resistance. Acrylic fibers does not dissolve in water or most organic solvents. They are flammable and can melt and drip when exposed to heat, but they self-extinguish when the heat source is removed. They also resist mildew and other microorganisms. Acrylic fibers are strong and can endure bending and twisting without breaking. They also have moderate to good abrasion resistance against wear and tear. By making chemicals modifications, acrylic fibers can be customized to enhance specific properties or create different types of acrylic fibers. Children, let us discuss the advantages of acrylic fiber. It's lightweight, it's impressively durable, the fabric has exceptional elasticity, quickly returning to its original shape after stretching, it feels gentle to touch, it keeps the wearer warm, it exhibits remarkable resistance to sunlight and weathering, it can be washed depending on the fabric type and finish. Children, let us discuss the disadvantages of acrylic fiber. It can be stretched and shrink easily. It has moderate strength because it repels moisture. It may cause static elasticity and pilling. It degrades and changes color when exposed to extreme heat. Children, now let us discuss the uses of acrylic fiber. Apparel including sweaters, socks, sleeves clothing, circular knit garments, sportswear, and children wear. Household textiles consist of carpets, blankets, area rugs, upholstery, and pile fabrics. Outdoor uses involve car tops, boat covers, wavings, and outdoor furniture. Industrial applications includes filtration material, construction reinforcement, and components for automatic batteries. Children, let us discuss about plastics. Plastics is the term commonly used to describe a wide range of synthetic or semi-synthetic materials that are used in a huge and growing range of applications. Plastic is defined as a material that contains an essential ingredient, an organic substance of large molecular weight. It is also defined as polymers of long carbon chains. Carbon atoms are linked in chains and are produced in long chain molecules. Children, plastic was discovered by famous German chemist Christian Scodian in 1846. Plastics were actually discovered accidentally. Christian was experimenting in his kitchen and by accident he split a mixture of nitric acid and sulfuric acid. To mop that solution, a mixture of nitric and sulfuric acid, he took a cloth and after mopping, he kept it over the stove. After some time, the cloth disappeared, and from there, plastic got its name. Children, the word plastic was derived from the word plastikos, meaning to mold in Greek. Fossil fuels have compounds containing hydrogen and carbon, which act as building blocks for long polymer molecules. These building blocks are known as monomers. They link together to form long carbon chains is called polymers. Children, in 20th century saw a revolution in plastic production, the advent of entirely synthetic plastics. Plastic originated from natural polymers like cellulose but were transformed through human innovations using synthetic polymers made from fossil fuels. The first synthetic plastic, celluloid, was invented in 1869 as an wiry substitute. Later, plastics like bakelite provide more possibilities. After World War II, plastic production and usage is increased dramatically. While initially seen as positive, plastics are now a major source of environmental waste and potential health concerns due to chemical used in the production. Scientists are working on more sustainable bioplastics and improved recyclings to address these issues and ensure plastics have a place in the future. Children, let us discuss the types of plastic. Children, you must be familiar with many plastic articles used every day. Make it a list of such items and their uses. Plastic is also a polymer link as we discussed in the earlier, and it is a synthetic fiber. All the plastic do not have the same type of arrangements of its units. In some it is linear, whereas in other it is cross-linked. Already we discussed that. Plastic articles are available in all possible shapes and sizes as you can see in market. You have ever wondered how this is possible? Yes, that fact is that plastic is easily moldable, that is, it can be shaped in any form. Plastic can be recycled, reused, colored, melted, rolled in sheets or made into wires. That is why it finds such variety of uses. Polythene is an example of a plastic. It is used for making commonly used polythene bags. Now try to bend a piece of a plastic yourself. Children, let us discuss the types of plastic. Depending on physical properties, plastics are divided into two types. One is thermoplastic, second one is thermosetting plastic. Let us see what is thermoplastic. Can all the plastic articles be bent easily? You will observe that some plastic articles can bend easily while some break when forced to bend. When we add hot water or a plastic bottle, it gets deformed. Such plastic which gets deformed easily on heating that can be bent easily are known as thermoplastics. Polythene and PVC are some examples of thermoplastics. They are used for manufacturing toys, combs, and various types of containers. Children, let us see what is thermosetting plastics. On the other hand, there are some plastics which, when we molded once, cannot be softened by heating. They are called thermosetting plastics. These are two types and they are bakelite and melamine. Bakelite is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. It is used for making electrical switches, handling of various utensils, etc. Melamine is a versatile material. It resists fire and can tolerate heat better than other plastics. It is used for making floor tiles, kitchenwares and fabrics which are resistant fire. Children, plastics as a material of choice today. If we think of shortening of food items, water, milk, pickles, dry food, etc., plastic container seems most convenient. This is because of their lightweight, low price, good strength and easy handling. Being lighter as compared to metals, plastics are used in cars, aircrafts and spacecrafts too. The list is endless. If we started counting articles like slippers, furnitures, decoration species, etc. Children, let us discuss the primary characteristics of plastics. Plastics have a few unique properties that make them practical for a wide range of applications. Plastic materials are regarded as they are usually lightweight with a high strength to weight ratio, very versatile and moldable into different shapes and sizes, thermally and electrically insulating. These are inexpensive and resistant to chemicals, very durable, non-biodegradable, usually clear and can be colored in different hues. Different textures are possible. Plastic can come in many different colors and textures depending on the type of plastic and how it has been treated to proceed. Plastic is synthetic polymer made from various organic materials that can be molded into almost any shape. Some types of plastic are clear and transparent like those used in disposable water bottles, while others are opaque and available in a range of colors. Plastic can also have a different surface textures ranging from smooth and shiny to rough and matte. Some types of plastics have a soft and flexible textures while others are rigid. Children, plastics can have a wide range of physical and chemical properties depending on their chemical structures and how they are proposed. However, some general physical and chemical properties are common to most plastics. Let us discuss about the physical properties of plastics. Density. Plastics come in many different densities from as low as 0.9 grams for foamed plastics to as high at 1.5 grams cm square for some engineering plastics. Melting point. The melting point of plastics vary widely depending on the type of polymer. Some plastics have low melting points and can easily molded, where others have high melting points and require specialized process techniques. Hardness. Plastics can range from soft and flexible to hard and rigid depending on the specific polymer and its processing. Transparency. Some plastics are optically transparent, while others are opaque and block light. Many transparent plastics can accept dye if you need them to be opaque. Permeability. Plastics can be permeable to gases and liquids, which can be an advantage in some applications such as food packing and as a disadvantage such as chemical storage. Children, let us discuss the chemical properties of a plastic. Resistance to chemicals. Many types of plastics are resistant to industrial chemicals, acids and other corrosive substances. This makes them useful in a variety of industrial applications. Stability. Some plastics are sensitive to heat, light, and radiations, which can cause them to degrade over time. UV stabilizers and antioxidants are often added to plastics to improve their stability. Flammability. Plastics can be highly flammable, and many of them release toxic gases when burned. Flame retardants and often added to plastics to improve their fire resistance. Degradation. The rate at which plastics degrade depends on the variety of factors, including the type of plastic, the condition to which they are exposed, and the specific environmental factors they encounter. Some plastics, such as polythene and polypropylene, degrade very slowly, so they will persist in the environment for hundreds of years. Such plastics, such as polylactic acid, are designed to be biodegradable and can be break down much more quickly when exposed to moisture, heat, or microorganisms. Some plastics undergo physical degradation, such as cracking or fragmentation, even if they do not break down chemically. This can be caused by sunlight, temperature changes, mechanical stress, and can lead to the release of hazardous plastic particles called microplastics into the environment. Solubility. Each plastic has unique solubility characteristics. Plastics that are amorphous, like polystyrene and polycarbonate, are most soluble in typical organic solvents than crystalline ones. Certain highly crystalline polymers, including nylon and polyfine resistant dissolutions, while other polyvinyl acetate are highly soluble in water. Reactivity. Plastics can be reactive in different ways depending on their chemical composition. For example, polyethylene reacts with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water, while polypropylene is relatively unreactive and stable in the most chemical events. Biodegradability. Some plastics, such as polythene, are not biodegradable and can persist in the environment of hundreds of years. Others, such as polycaprolactone, are biodegradable and can be broken down by bacteria and fungi over a time. Recyclability. Plastics can be difficult to recycle since they each have different chemical compositions and properties. Some types of plastics are easily to recycle, then other recycling methods vary depending on the type of plastic. Children, let us discuss the recycle of plastic. The recycling of plastic is very important. If they are not recycled at a proper time, then they get mixed with other chemicals or materials and hence become a more difficult to recycle and become a source of pollution. They are non-biodegradable. They do not get decomposed by the microbial action. To avoid this, it is very, very important to use biopolymers or biodegradable polymers. Children, plastic is non-reactive. You know that metals like inorganic get rust when left exposed to moisture and air, but plastics do not get react with water and air. They are not corroded easily. That is why they are used to store various kinds of metals, including many chemicals. Children, let us see the applications of plastics, key industries that used it. Plastic has many different applications and we see engineers from many industries quoting plastic parts, which geometry. Some of the most common uses of plastics we see as a list below. Toys. Plastics are often used in the production of toys because they can be molded into various shapes and colors. Plastic toys are durable, lightweight, so they withstand wear and tear. Electronic. Plastics are non-conductive, meaning they can protect electronic components and allow for easy assembly. This is why you find plastic in computer and phone cases and has the insulation on wires. Automotive. Plastics are used in various parts of automobiles, including dashboards, dampers, engine parts, and interior panels. Since they are both lightweight and durable, they reduce the vehicle's weight and improve fuel efficiency. Medical devices. Plastic is an ideal matter to use product packing. Plastics are adaptable, hygienic, light, flexible, and durable. Packing this is thus responsible for the majority of the plastics used globally, coming in the form of vending packing, baby products, protecting packing, containers, bottles, drums, trays, boxes, cups, and much more. Medical devices. Plastics are used extremely in the medical industry, including but not limited to disposable syringes, IV and blood bags, prosthetic limbs, implantable devices, dialysis machines, heart valves, tubing, and wound dressing. Medical grade plastics are sterile and biodegradable and can be easily molded into complex slabs. Plus, they are often less expensive than traditional medical materials. Children, let us discuss the uses of plastics. Plastics are highly durable, lightweight. Already we discussed that most significant, can be molded into many form or shape. These properties are a few reasons for use of plastics. Plastics are extremely versatile material that can be useful for a wide range of applications. The potential to be molded makes plastic ideal packing material. Plastics in packing helps keep food healthy and fresh. As a durable and lightweight, plastics have helped in the field of electronics, from computers and cell phones to TVs and refrigerators. Nearly all types of applications surrounded us use of plastics. Plastic help in making safety gears and such as helmets, even goggles, etc. Plastics are also useful in the construction sector because of their low maintenance and high durability. Because of plastic's strength and its lightweight properties, it is used in making even toys. We discussed that electrical switches and other household goods. It is a non-reactive to air and water. They help to store water in plastic bottles and chemicals in chemical laboratories. Plastic is a weak conductor of electricity and heat, so its insulation properties help in the coating of electrical wire and various household products like utensils, handles, etc. Children, you have learnt about the plastics are as a pure conductor of heat electricity. That is why electrical wires have less covering and handling of screwdrivers are made up of plastics. As mentioned above, handles of firing pans and also made up of plastics. Children, let us see plastics and the environment. When we go to the market, we usually get things wrapped in a plastic or packed in polythene bags. That is one of the reasons why plastic waste keeps getting accumulated in our homes. Ultimately, plastic finds its way to the garbage. Disposal of plastic in major problem. Why? A material which gets decomposed through a natural process such as a action by bacteria, it is called biodegradable. A material which is not easily decomposed by a natural process, it is termed as non-biodegradable. Since plastics take several years to decompose, it is not environment friendly. It causes environmental pollutions because the burning process in the synthetic material is quite slow and it does not get completely burnt easily. In this process, it releases lots of poisonous fumes into the atmosphere, causing air pollution. Children, let us discuss how can this problem be solved. Children, have you seen a garbage dumped where animals, especially cows, are eating garbage? In this process of eating the food waste by swallow materials like polythene bags and wrapped up foods, can you imagine the consequence? Yes, the plastic material cooks the respiratory system of animals or forms a lining in their stomach and can be cause of their death. Polybags carelessly thrown here and there are responsible for clogging the drains too. Sometimes we are very careless and throw their wipes of chips, biscuit packets and other eatable on the road, in the market, parks, or picnic places. Should we think twice before doing so? Yes, as a responsible citizen, what measures do you suggest to keep public places clean and free plastic? Avoid the use of plastics as far as possible. Make use of bags made of cotton or jute when you go for a shopping. The biodegradable and non biodegradable wastage should be collected separately and disposed of separately. Practice this in your homes, and it is better to recycle plastic waste. Most of the thermoplastics can be recycled. Make a list of items that can be recycled. However, during recycle, certain coloring agents are added. This limits usage, especially of storage of food. As a responsible citizen, remember that 4R principle: reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover. Develop habits which are environment friendly. Thank you.